NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Arnie.
Thank you. Me too.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we know.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. A rare treat tonight, C-Web, the marquee matchup between two of the best centers in the game.
Well, how about that? I love it. You know, the league has been trending toward medium height players that can switch endlessly, those type of things. And don't get me wrong, I love the evolution of the game. But now we get the old heavyweight title match. This is what we love, the banging in the paint, the elbows, the jump hooks, the dunks, the rebounds. But for those teams that have a legit anchor inside, it can always be a big advantage. Let's see who imposes their will tonight.
It'll be fun to watch. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. They've got Yao, Big Can out there with Finley, and it's Dantley in at the small forward spot. Stockton outside. Pierce kicks to Richmond. Olajuwon inside, working on Yao. Richmond for three. He can't get that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Dantley. Buries it from three-point range. Dantley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Stockton outside. Pierce up top. Pass to Bailey. Stockton outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Cuts off the pass.
Love when guys are alert and aware on D. Great job to prevent the entry pass.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Olajuwon on the money from 12 feet away.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Here's Dantley. That one falls. Dantley's got 5 points so far.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Olajuwon against Yao. The shot from the low post is good. New Orleans leading by 5. Now the pass to Finley. Here's Lever. He's covered by Richmond. Lets it fly from 18. Count it. Good. Lever's got his second bucket of the night.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And it's Pierce in the corner. Over Yao. Olajuwon the pass to Bailey. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. It's stolen. Here's Dantley. Pierce covering. Dantley the pass to Lever. Here's Finley. Looking for Yao. He gets it there. Over Olajuwon. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Here's Pierce. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lever passes to Yao. Here's Lever. Pierce. Lever can't get it to go. It's trailed by 7. Pierce with a wide open look. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Here's Dantley. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Dantley's got 7.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Here's Lever. He's covered by Stockton. Olajuwon grabs the miss.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals, I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
It can haunt you, but it also inspires you. Because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. I mean, winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Well, Chris, this is what we've been waiting for. Opening day, everyone starts with a clean slate, and optimism is high.
There's optimism for every team, even the ones in the middle of rebuilds. And for the fans, I tell you, this is the best day ever because everybody's team is undefeated, and it's possible for anyone to win a championship. We're not in February, the doom days of February, where fans have their head down because the record kind of shows them the reality of the situation. So right now, this is for the dreamers. This is for the fans to root their teams on. Optimism is abundant, but it may not last that long for some teams.
Good perspective. And the Pelicans making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Passes it to Yao. Now Finley. And Pierce pulls it down.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
And stolen by Yao. Now Finley shoots over Richmond. Finley can't get it to go.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
Here's Olajuwon.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here's Lever. Here's Big Cat, and he banks in the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pierce against Tatum. Another miss by Houston. And the Pelicans shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Lever passes to Finley. To the middle. It's tipped. Tatum against Pierce. Stockton kicks to Pierce. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
Finley the pass to Lever. Here's Finley. He's covered by Richmond. And Finley gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stockton kicks to Pierce. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Pierce has got 11 points.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Roberts is checked in for Houston. T comes in for Richmond. Pass to Chandler. The kick out to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer on the way. A putback. Kittles grabs the board.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And Anderson slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
But, fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Lobbed up there for Chandler. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's the pass to Stockton. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Houston making a switch here. Lister's checked in. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. Whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity, meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. And so in Washington, we had 3 a-days during training camp, as opposed to Sacramento later in my career. It would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
Tatum kicks to Finley. Just 4 to shoot. Over Kittles. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Pierce. Got a hand on it. Anderson wide open. It's good from long range. Anderson's got 5 now. Rockets trail by 6. Stockton outside. Pass to Lister. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rockets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Houston making some changes. Robinson comes in for Pierce, and it's Adams in for Stockton. New Orleans also making some changes. Cartwright's checked in for Big Cat, and the bodyguards subbed in for Michael Finley. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside, Greer. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Greer's got his first points of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Really working on the technique defensively. Tatum showing good fundamentals, good discipline.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Chandler. Anderson is out there with the bodyguard. And there's Cartwright. And it's Dantley in at the 3 spot. Adams, the pass to Lister. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lister's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets. The pass to Dantley. over Robinson, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Dantley's got 9 points.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Pass to Lister. He kicks to Robinson. Shoots from the right block. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Back to Chandler. Pass to Dantley. Here's Greer. Guarded by Robinson. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Adams against Anderson. Adams finds Roberts. Can't hit from in close. New Orleans leading by 7. Anderson outside to the paint. Cuts off the pass. Here's Dantley. Guarded by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Here's Cartwright. That shot off the mark. And the Rockets take it the other way. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Roberts. That's tipped, but he gets it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adams' shot is off. New Orleans in the lead. Anderson outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Every year there seem to be a few rookies, C-Web, who immediately show that they should have been drafted a lot higher. Why is there the difficulty in placing these guys where they should be drafted? Why are evaluations sometimes wrong?
Evaluations, they can be so iffy because of the team skill set. I tell a lot of players when they come into the NBA, don't be frustrated after your first year or second year if you haven't played the way that you want. In order to be a great basketball player, you have to have a great situation, a team that needs you to do certain things at certain times that you can do for them. And so I think why evaluating is so hard is because you're evaluating the player and then evaluating the unknown, how they fit in with these different pieces that have already been established on your team. And that's kind of the wild card. You can know if a guy can shoot, dribble, and pass, but how does it work with the other players on the team? And so there's some GMs that have missed out on a lot of great talent, but you can't beat them all up because there's so many moving parts into this evaluation that usually it's easier to get it wrong than right.
Rockets trail by 6. Adams outside. Pass to Kittles. Offline with his 3.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
The pass to Bailey. The feed now to Robinson. And here's the fast break. Here's Greer. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Anderson against Adams. Passes to Kittles. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
And that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And here is Cartwright. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Anderson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead. And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
For the Rockets, Olajuwon's checked in for Lister. And it's Richmond in for D. And so here is Houston. Here's Robinson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. New Orleans leading by 7. Kicks it to Chandler. Here's Lever. Adams defending. Lever passes to Yao, and he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Richmond outside. That one doesn't go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's Chandler. They get it back. Pass to Lever. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Rockets trailed by 11. And Adams kicks to Olajuwon. Out to the wing. Houston moving it around. Pass to Adams. Shoots the 3. Here's Olajuwon. Drops in the layup for 2. Olajuwon's got 6.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Here's Adams. Offensive rebound. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Olajuwon.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
Chandler, the pass to Greer. Richmond with the steal. Here's Adams. That one wide left.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, I mean, it's not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass, play the role of the facilitator.
Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in a season.
Oh, yeah.
He beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, and 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple doubles at 9? That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12, but sorry, D. Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one. So,
you'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which one's going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Houston.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
And the call will go against Big Cat. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. That's in. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Richmond.
And inviting contact, that's something that Richmond does as well as anybody.
Here's Big Cat, the pass to Lever. Now Finley passes it to Dantley. 4 on the shot clock. Over Pierce. The shot by Dantley, no good.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Richmond outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Big Cat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A reverse, and Finley gets it to go. Finley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Stockton kicks to Pierce. Richmond outside. Again, Richmond missing.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Stockton outside. Over to the wing. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for New Orleans. Olajuwon kicks to Pierce. Houston moving it around. Stockton's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Finley, rejected by Pierce. 3 on 3. Now here's Stockton. Pass to Pierce. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 16 points for Paul Pierce.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
Down low, Yao uses the glass to finish the layup. Yao's got 8 points.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Haley misses.
A highlight reel play all the way. Just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop. Still should have went for something better than that.
Pass to Pierce. Over Tatum. The shot by Pierce will not go.
I like what he was trying to do. Shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
Inside. The high post shot. Jump shot is good that time. And it's a 12-point New Orleans lead.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving fits out there.
Now here's Stockton. Guarded closer. Richmond with the bucket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lever. 5 on the clock. Here's Yao. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 10. Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Stockton. He's out there with Richmond. Olajuwon is out there with Pierce, and it's Bailey in at the 4. Here's Dantley, rejected by Pierce, and they're able to recover. Here's Dantley, Pierce covering. Shot clock at 3. Another shot, but he stays with it.
Third straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
And it's Houston with another.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Here's Dantley. Olajuwon with the block, and he's able to get it back.
Oof. Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless with their first 5 attempts.
And Stockton, here we go. He kicks to Richmond. Kept alive, Olajuwon. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
The pass to Dantley. Passes to Finley. Here's Big Cat. Floats one. Got a piece of it. Richmond outside. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Richmond's got 6 points.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Here's Dantley. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And if I had to think of one word to describe Dantley, it would be prolific. AD doesn't have weeks where he averages 30 a game. How about he does it for seasons? Just a scoring machine.
First free throw is good. one is no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's the pass to Stockton. Richmond outside. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 5th assist in this one.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they refused to go away. Things were looking bleak for a while. They hung tough.
Here's Yao. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And here's Houston. They're on a 9-1 run right now.
Let's bring it, John.
Stockton outside. The kick out to Pierce for the tie. Here's Olajuwon. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Rockets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Richmond. Olajuwon in the high post. Pass to Bailey. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for Yao. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Stockton kicks to Richmond. No good with the triple.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Tantley. Rejected by Pierce. Stockton with it. He's got 5. Dishes it to Olajuwon. Houston moving the ball around. And Stockton, here we go. Pelicans pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Lever passes to Dantley. Now Finley. He's covered by Richmond. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Good D by Olajuwon.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stockton kicks to Richmond. Olajuwon against Cartwright. Count that bucket. Olajuwon's got 10 points in the game.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And the way they've clamped down on D has been a big factor in this run.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Walker's checked in for the Rockets. Anderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And here are the Pelicans now. The lead is 2. Pass to Finley. And Anderson has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. 11 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Stockton against Anderson. The kick out to Pierce. A floater, and the layup is good. Pierce has got 20.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Anderson passes to Finley. Puts up a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Here's the pass to Lister. Moves back up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. Doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Finley. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Elijah. Rockets trail by 3. Stockton outside. Back to Richmond. There's the pass to Lister. And they pick up 2. Lister's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Anderson passes to Cartwright. Back to Anderson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot, and it's good for 2. And it's 6 points for Big Cat.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that.
Richmond kicks to Pierce. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number
2. Ripped away. And here's the break. Here's Tentley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's become an inefficient source of points for his team.
2 shots. Move shot.
And he knocks down the first one. Roberts is checked in for Lister. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Chandler's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You got nothing, Houston.
And so Houston again turning it over.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
New Orleans leading by 5. A floater. Elijah Wan with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Elijah Wan does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Stockton against Anderson. Passes it to Richmond. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
The Rockets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That's good from Richmond. And so Richmond nails both of them.
He's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Here's Dantley. 14 points for him. Yes! And the foul. That's on Paul Pierce.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
For New Orleans, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
One shot.
Rockets trail by 6. Richmond outside. He dishes it to Roberts. Here's for 3. Here's Elijah Wan, and then Elijah Wan with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. New Orleans leading by 3. It's stolen by Elijah Wan. For 3, Pierce. Lever pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
New Orleans moving it around. From the line. Tries again. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 8 points for Big Cat.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Stockton outside. Kicks to Elijah Wan. Inside. Roberts. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
A nice shot by Roberts.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
New Orleans leading by 5. To the wing on the left. Chandler, the pass to Lever. Here's Finley. Lays it up off the glass. Finley's got 10 points.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Feeds it to Pierce. Another shot, and Olajuwon finishes inside.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
And they're going to need even more out of him with the score being what it is.
Here's Dantley. Pierce covering. The shot by Dantley, no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Outside, Pierce. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Pelicans with the rebound.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that he'll hear about that shot during the next time.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stockton outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 3-point New Orleans lead. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Lever. He's covered by Stockton. Pass to Dantley. Over Pierce. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Yeah, how about the intensity, though, from Pierce, not giving his man an inch on the defensive end.
We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Obviously, we got to pick up. We know they hit some hard shots. We got to weather the storm a little bit, but we got to tighten up our defense, guys. We're not going to win with them having 30, 40-point quarters. Let's go.
Zeroing in on the issues here, Greg. No ambiguity there. Clearly not happy with how many points his team has given up.
He's right. Not enough effort. The defense must pick it up or they're going to be in for a long game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for New Orleans right now, big can out there with Yao. Then there's Finley, and it's Dantley in at the 3, the small forward. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 3-point game.
And he really seems to just have lost his touch at halftime.
Pierce for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Big Cat's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Takes the 3, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Dantley's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pelicans. And for Houston, they're shooting from the field 44%, not bad. And here's Stockton. Here's Pierce, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Yao Ming. That's good from Pierce.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pierce hits 2. Pelicans leading by 4. Lever passes to Finley. Here's Lever. He's covered by Richmond. Here's Lever. Pass to Dantley. 5 to shoot. From deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Richmond right side. The pass to Bailey. Stockton outside. Inside. That shot off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They get it again. Second chance shot. Here's Yao. And at last, they get one to fall. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead. Stockton outside. He kicks to Pierce. That shot missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Shot from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Dantley's got 13 points in the second half.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish. Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lever passes to Dantley. Here's Finley. Pierce covering. Shot from 16. Another one falls for New Orleans. Here is Richmond. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Stockton passes to Olajuwon. Yao with the block. And he gets it back. They get it back. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Lever. He's covered by Stockton. Big Cat, the pass to Lever. To the left side wing. Here's Finley. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Stockton kicks to Pierce. Passes it to Olajuwon. They could use a bucket. Over Yao. Yao with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Pierce. Now, here is Olajuwon. Stolen. Here's Dantley. Pierce covering. It's good. Dantley's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's given them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
Stockton outside. Here's the pass to Olajuwon. Kicks to Stockton. Kicked away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Richmond with the steal. Stockton outside. Richmond left side. Over Finley. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. Here's Dantley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dantley's got 26.
And guys, this is turning into one of those nights for Dantley. He is on a roll, and we all know once he gets hot, he will wear down an opponent.
Back to Pierce. Here's another rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. And that one misses. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big men. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in them now.
Here's Richmond. Olajuwon trying to break free. Richmond with the bucket. Richmond's got 9 points here in the second half. Yao in the high post. Here's Dantley. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Right side, Pierce. Good on the shot. Pierce has got 24 points.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Big Cat. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Web, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're shacking the fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit. Move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here are the Pelicans now. Here's Dantley. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Rockets shooting not great, 40% for the game. Stockton outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Here's Dantley. Pierce covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And even though Fat Lever spends most of his time on the perimeter, the man is a triple-double waiting to happen. He is the complete package in terms of scoring, assisting, and rebounding. Big fella does it all.
Kept alive.
Look, the more threes he misses, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Finley the pass to Lever. Over Stockton, and the call will go against Big Cat. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Stockton kicks to Pierce. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. New Orleans have gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
It's stolen by Olajuwon. Stockton right side. Outside Pierce. Stolen away. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lever passes to Big Cat. To the paint. Lever, that's good.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
To end the drought. Can't hit that one. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA.